Hello and thanks for checking out our video. You're watching PlaymoAF, all Playmobil all the time. On this episode, we're taking yet another break from the usual unboxing and review video to bring you a restoration, if you will, of a 1974 Geobra Playmobil Klicky. This particular Klicky is a specific character from a series of stop-motion animated videos I made using Playmobil toys back when I was a kid. I named him Mike. I know, nothing spectacular, nor was he based off anyone in real life. He did, however, have an important supporting role and was the comic relief in my videos. And because of the amount of use he got, there is a great sentimental value in him for me. Today we are fixing a few things. As he is 2 years shy of his 50th birthday, I felt it was time to find him in the mix of figures, only to discover that his arms are loose and he leans forward due to age. Our goal is to fix that up today. Mike is an astronaut and the shinier parts of his outfit are showing signs of wear and age. Today we'll be repainting those pieces, giving them a brushed nickel look, as opposed to the shinier mirrored appearance they had when they were brand new. I prefer the nickel because it's more muted and overall darker than the original sheen of the silver that once was, and to me it just looks better. So here are all the silver parts of the outfit. Starting with the radio backpack, this is the largest piece. The most brittle part would be the antenna, so I'll be sure to be as careful as possible when handling it. Next is the chest piece, which is the second largest piece. It looks pretty simple to paint, but I can imagine the clips are pretty fragile. We can only hope these parts stand the test of time while they've been stored away for so long. And then here we have the Shin Guards. These are probably the most worn out as the silver appears to be all but stripped completely away from them. It may be best to sand these prior to painting. Now these parts were actually found in a sandwich bag at my parents' house among other Playmobil parts from the 70s and 80s. I had forgotten about them and thought I should reunite them with their proper figure. Now I'm going to sand the parts, but only lightly. They're already smooth and mostly stripped of the silver paint, so all we need is a light sanding, enough for the new paint to adhere to. Any harder than what I'm doing risks ruining the shape of the plastic. I'm going to start painting the radio backpack part first. Since there's more surface to cover, I'm going to start a little sloppy just to fill in all the fine details of the plastic mold. Overall, I'm just aiming for coverage rather than neatness. And here we go with the chest piece. I'm debating whether or not to add some color to that round area at the bottom. We'll see as time progresses. Alright, now while we wait for those to dry, I'm going to tackle the Shin Guards. Where these pieces are smoother, there's more room for error. They could slip out of my hand or allow any excess paint to drip and collect in any given area. Alright, going for the other Shin Guard now. It looks like it needs the most help. I wet the paintbrush enough to get the paint on smoothly, but it doesn't seem to be working as I thought it would. Now all of our focus is on Mike. I'm going to remove his head with this potato masher. There are other ways to do this, but I find this kitchen utensil does the trick and doesn't hurt nearly as much. His arms need to be positioned upward and his head should be turned to the side, just like the other break apart methods. Then we just slide the head and a simple tug pops the head off, granting you access to the rest of the body. I've seen other videos on YouTube of other collectors fixing their figures' arms using Scotch tape, which is a highly effective technique for tightening the arms. I don't have any tape currently, so I'm gonna go ahead and give plumber's tape a shot. Plumber's tape is really handy when painting the arms. The hands are not the easiest to remove, so plumber's tape is perfect for covering them up. Also good for covering up the feet when you're painting the legs. Alright, so for the bones of our Klicky, I'm going to simply place it into the microwave for about a minute, maybe less actually. It won't get hot, at least not to the touch. With the warm plastic, you're able to mold the bones to its proper shape to hold the arms and the back from leaning over. So after you take out your bones from the microwave, this is where you want to bend it a little bit. You're not going to bend it too hard, you're just giving it a little bit of push just to see if you can get it in the right proper place. See these holes on the side here? They should lock right into those pegs. And then the back tab should lock into the butt really of the legs. You do have the option of sticking the piece back into the microwave just to soften it a little bit more. But when you do get finished with it, once you're satisfied with it, run it under some cold water to lock it all in place. Okay, now that I've refitted the bones to the lower torso, everything looks pretty stable. But the weight of the figure fully reassembled will put this to the test. Now it's time to reassemble our Klicky. If the arms don't snap into place when fitting the torso onto the legs, then adjust the tape around the arm joints. Too much will keep the arms from fitting into the upper grooves of your Klicky's bones. This one seems to have worked out just fine. I am not complaining. These arms appear to be pretty flush with the rest of the body, so we're going to call that a successful operation. You'll notice some of the plastic is fraying on the hands though. A quick run over a flame will melt that away. And here he is, fully assembled to his natural Klicky form, and he's not hunching over. We still need to add the astronaut uniform though. Let's get started with that. And here's the main body of the outfit. The newly painted parts should easily click into their designated slots. Oh, might help if I take off the hair first. Actually, taking hair off of old Klickys can be somewhat painful. Whoops. Alright, for a figure its age, he looks pretty good. Hopefully all this will add a few more years to his lifespan, I guess. Is he from 74? Yeah, actually he is. There's the stamp on the bottom of his feet. And I have the outfit already on backwards. That's kind of embarrassing. Okay, so bird's eye view as we reassemble the newly painted silver pieces onto the astronaut's uniform. This might get off camera as I have nothing to guide me, but you'll most certainly hear it as it clicks together. Okay, there's the first piece. It actually looks pretty good, but I also don't have my glasses on. Oh yeah, I decided to forego painting the dot on the chest plate and painted the dot on the backpack instead, just to give it some subtle flair. I considered doing a backwash, but I don't want to compromise the 1974 aesthetic of the toy, and adding a blackwash might have prompted me to continue painting the whole figure, thus altering his entire appearance. But we got the backpack radio piece on, and here's the hair. Oh, alright, that looks pretty good. I actually can't wait to get the rest of it put together. It looks good. Okay, shin guards are on and can slide up the leg just a bit to allow the shoes to fit onto Mike's feet. Okay, looking good, looking good. And we just have one final step here. Oh, we do need to fix this one leg here. Let's just tuck that shin guard in. And there we go. It looks like he's bending over, but he's actually not. It's just the awkwardness of wearing the shoes. But here we go. Let's put on the helmet for the final touch here. And there we go. Oh man, this looks fantastic. It's been a couple decades since I'd seen this figure look like this. Nothing but good memories. I'm gonna have to make another video of exactly what I made with these figures. Now, as a finishing touch, we want to protect the acrylic paint we just applied, so a little Mod Podge will do the job. I ran out, so I've created my own solution using 1.5 parts glue to 1 part water, stirred to a milky white consistency. Just even coat it on the paint and set aside to dry for about 10 minutes. The end result will leave a nice natural sheen to your metal parts and protect it from the oils off your fingers. So here he is, Astronaut Mike, with 4 silver pieces of his spacesuit repainted. It's definitely not very smooth, but I think the texture from the 50-year-old plastic gives the toy a bit more character, as if to say this astronaut has certainly been around. And there you have it. Our outer space explorer is suited up and ready to discover strange new worlds and to seek out new life forms and new civilizations.
Think again.
Oh, to infinity and beyond. Thanks for watching, everyone. We'll see you next time right here on PlaymoAF.